Hey guys, this is Tashina with the Wishing Moon, and if you'd like a private reading, you can reach me at readings@thewishingmoon.com. Okay, so this reading will be for Taurus for October 2017, and what I like to do is take all the jumpers. So I like to wait for the cards to come and visit me instead of cutting and pulling them out. That's just the way I do it. Everybody does it differently. Okay, the deck I'm using today is the Heart Oracle deck. It's a deck that my friend actually lent me, and I may have to buy it from her or swap something for it because I really like it. One of the cool things about this deck is that it doesn't have court cards, but it does have these cards of the chakras, which is really cool. So far we've got detach, open up, and choose your battles. So detach, so the cards with the black background are the major arcana, and that's justice in this deck. The ones with the red background are pentacles. So we've got 4 pentacles. And the purple background are the wands, which is the 7 of wands. So let's see, I'd like to get 3 more. October 2017 for Taurus. Let's see. Oh, there we go. So let's see, that is the Chariot card. It says move on it. A couple things happening in astrology right now. I'm not an astrologer, but I do pay attention to like the major movements in the stars. And we got full moon in Aries on October 5th. And Jupiter is moving into Scorpio on the 10th of October. And that is in your 7th house. It's going to be in Taurus's 7th house, which is the house of marriage, partnership, cooperation, let's see, relationships, and sharing. So let's see what we got. All right. So we ended up with quite a few major arcanas. So we've got the Empress here and the future. Also, believe and succeed. So Empress says nurture, actually, and it's a really pretty card there. And then we've got the 6 of Wands. Okay, so this additional card that I take is for like an overview or some additional advice you would need. I'm going to pull on some tarot cards on top of it. So those are oracle cards I like to start with. And then kind of for clarification, I like to add to them. Let's see. So we've got the Empress on justice. Okay. So perhaps detaching from maybe being too, so maybe there's some justice, so there's some balancing that needs to happen with being really motherly, being taking care of other people. Maybe you need to find that balance in taking care of yourself. And these are kind of from the past. So I do a past, present, future reading, and I kind of just expanded a bit with the 6 cards. So we'd like to get some info on opening up the 4 Pentacles. Let's see what we got. Oh, these two cards wanted to come out. So we'll kind of put them there. So 8 of Cups and 9 of Cups. So there is a wish being fulfilled. But it came on your Choose Your Battles card, which is the 7 of Wands. Which kind of shows me that there's some part of you that it looks like you want to, something needs to change. It feels like an ending. So maybe your wish is actually that something does end, that you have the courage to move on. Oh, yeah, and look at that. Death card wanted to come out, so there you go. I'm going to actually put it up there because it looks like it's kind of more for the future than the past. You also have the 6 of Cups, which kind of means looking to the past, and also some reconciliations. Could be children involved. So maybe we're talking about an ending, could be a divorce, you know, something that will be a bit of a battle. And the Justice card kind of would represent that as well, where, you know, some legal matters. So you could be in the process of divorcing, or some, you know, legal issues with children. Let's see. So what you did get is the Empress twice, which is kind of symbolizing to me that you are opening up and nurturing. You're being nurtured, or you're choosing to nurture other people. And it kind of shows with the cup, with some of these cup cards coming in with the Empress, is showing that you are being the nurturer. So maybe you're trying to shield your children, or you're trying to shield yourself from a situation that needs to end, because the Death card came in reverse, which kind of shows me that you're not letting go. So you're fighting. Your wish is to let things go, and there's some reason that you're holding on because of it. And maybe it's because the past looked really good. You know, maybe it's because the past kind of, I need one more, but maybe it's because this past card, this 6 of Cups, with the Chariot. The Chariot can also mean a Cancer. That's a Cancer card, but that does mean like forward movement, like you're starting to move, and then you have something that's pulling you back from the past, like saying, you know, this is not the time to go, or it's maybe not the time, but you don't feel like confident enough to move on from the situation. So some advice here, though, is in the present is the base chakra, which is about stability, being grounded, you know, being whole. It's that lower chakra, that lower, you know, lower body energy. And it showed up with the Strength card. So you can be talking about a Leo, but really what it looks like to me is that there's something that is ending, that you're even wishing for it to end. It's like, you know, you can't wait for it to end, really. Like you have the 8 of Cups here, which kind of looks like the person has already tried so many times emotionally and giving, and with this Empress giving of themselves, and they're just kind of sick of the situation now. And so the 4 of Pentacles, the 4 of Pentacles is like, so maybe there's some, so there has to be some waiting, some planning to happen for this wish to be fulfilled of moving on. So you have to slow down and make some plans, but you're done. You're kind of moving on. You're done. Your base chakra is showing you that you have the strength to move on. Like you can move on. And you've got the move card. You've got the move in the with the 6 of Cups, which is reminiscing and going back. So, and that's in the past. So start moving. Um, that ground yourself, and with grounding and the Empress, excuse me, grounding and the Empress is really like a tangible grounding. So it's really about getting your money together, getting your emotional capacities together, getting them situated where you feel confident, like your strength is going to help with that. And once that happens, you'll have victory. So you have a victory card, but it's in the reverse. So it's showing me that there's a point right now you're holding on to something that doesn't work any longer, that hurts you, that's emotionally no longer satisfying. And you're stopping this victory from happening. So the ending will cause that victory, and it will also cause the wish to be fulfilled. You'll be happier once that you have ended this cycle. I did see, let's see, so the only people that kind of came up in here were perhaps Cancer, and oh, Justice is a Libra, so it can be a Libra and or Leo. So those are the three signs that came up, but not many people. It's really all about you, really. I mean, so the overall is believe and succeed, which is the Six of Wands. And that really, I mean, look at this card. It's beautiful. It is really seeing that there's a light at the end of this tunnel. So believe that you have the capacity to overcome. It's some emotional pain that you're actually overcoming, and you will tread the waters, pass over that emotional pain, and find the light like within you, and you can, through this whole thing, you'll be nurturing and kind with it. So there's no necessary to be mean. There's not nothing to be mean about it. It's a good energy to end this in a kind way that will work for everyone. And Justice will help you with that. And also the space chakra will help. So your Jupiter going into Scorpio on the 10th of October is in your marriage partnership and sharing card, which, okay, so Jupiter is the planet of expansiveness and luck. Okay, so with that makes me feel like, so luck in relationships, you know, that expanding in optimism in social circles, in relationship. So it's expanding in that. So which means that Jupiter energy is going to be really showing that area that if it's not working, then you need to expand in a different way. You need to start looking in a way that works for you. You know, you need to let it go, let the death happen, um, let the pain, let all of these battles end, and the expansion will start to come in and help you in building relationships that are more positive. Um, so it's in your house until it's in the seventh house until I believe until this end of November or December, and I can't quite remember. But the one thing um, I did want to say, and it just kind of came, Spirit's kind of telling me this now, that so these Empress cards could be an older female, like a mother figure, or a grandmother, mother, some maternal figure, and they could be coming in with advice. So what I wanted to say to you is, don't accept advice that doesn't work for you. Um, there's going to be some advice that these women are going to say, or this woman will say to you, that may keep you stuck in this situation. And what I'd rather you do, what the cards would rather see you do, is to actually let it go, to let the ending happen, because there's an expansion coming that that you need to let this part end in order for it to come in. Okay, I do have a, let's see, these are little reminders, my little reminders, and they're the Law of Attraction cards. They're oracle cards, and a friend of mine actually gave them to me, and they seem to really work, and I just like to pull one. Oh, there we go. Okay, so yours is communication. Okay, communication. So, and it does look like a couple right there on the card, actually. So relationships are really important in October. And it says, I effectively communicate and clarify my needs in order to achieve my goals. All right, that's really great. I effectively communicate and clarify my needs in order to achieve my goals. So perhaps you need to talk, to have some really deep discussions with your partner in regard to relationships, and let them know that some things aren't working for you anymore. You know, that choose your battles, but be clear about what you want. And, you know, and maybe it's time to let go. You know, I think it is, but it's up to you, of course. And try not to allow people to give you too much advice on this. Okay, so have a great October. I hope it goes well for you. Oh, October 26th is the luckiest day of the year. Try to do something fun and maybe get a lottery ticket, or you know, ask for something great. And okay, if you want a private reading, please send me an email at readings@thewishingmoon.com. And I should have my website up soon. So we'll see how it goes. Okay. All right. Talk to you guys later. Bye.